Hello, hello. It's Carolyn with Empowered Healing KC, and these are your collective readings for the month of November. These are done by Zodiac sign elements. So there are 4 different parts to this reading. We have earth signs, water signs, air signs, and fire signs. So earth signs are Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Air signs are Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And fire signs are Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. There are many ways that you can listen to this video to benefit from it. You can just listen to the whole thing, and if you resonate with parts of it, absolutely take it. You can listen for your rising sign, which is just as important as your sun sign. If you only know your sun sign, you can listen for your sun sign. If you have a question about a specific area in your life, love, work, conflict, look for the planet that represents that energy or the house, and then see what sign you have ruling it and listen to that. So, like always, just take whatever you want. If it resonates, it resonates. If you came across this video, there's probably something in here for you. And if it doesn't, that's totally okay too. So please enjoy your November forecast readings for the collective. All right. Up first, we have earth signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So your energy for the month of November is the Four of Emotions, aka the Four of Cups. This is an absolutely beautiful card. I love the way this is depicted. So I love how this is different than the original Rider Tarot deck. Usually this person's under a tree and they look annoyed, and there's this cup that's being flown over to them. And it's very much about kind of being impatient and like in this space of waiting. But I love this version, how it's literally like, look at these two faces. And it's like these two faces are coming together. And it's almost like this person doesn't realize that there's like magic happening underneath the surface, right? So the way that the cards look and the stories that they tell, they always speak to me through the readings. And so it kind of changes the energy of the reading. So yeah, we might feel like we're in this waiting period. We might feel this like annoyance. We might just like feel like, not that our emotions are necessarily stuck, but kind of we're like at like kind of like this plateau, if almost, right? Like where we just like don't know our next move. And spirit is literally saying like, trust that there are things happening under the surface. Trust that you're being supported. Trust that work is being done. Trust that your patience will pay off. Trust that sitting in knowing that you have worked on yourself and worked on your emotions and worked on your feelings and your ability to stay strong and stay grounded and respond to people, not react to people. Like these will help you and these will come to fruition if you just continue to take a deep breath and just let things be, right? Like have a lot more trust in the universe. Also fours, they're about stability. They're about structure. There's that very cheesy saying that's like, you don't harvest what you plant the day that you plant the seed. You have to wait for it to grow. Part of this feels like you have to wait for the other people to catch up with you too, right? Like the two people below you, it's also just making me feel like this has to do with partnerships, whether it's work, whether it's relationships, whether it's like I've gone to therapy and solved my mommy problems and she's still not reciprocating, right? Like there is the patience about relationships, and this is all forms of relationships, not just romantic, where it's like you have to trust that you have shown up and done the work, and you have to be patient and you have to allow other people to be where they are. We do a disservice to people when we try to fix them, rush them along, or enable them. Like we have to let people figure out shit for themselves, right? And so you just have to stand your own boundaries, stand in your own energy, stand your own ground, and just trust like what's going on over there is them. And the only thing I can do and the only thing I can focus on, the only thing I truly, truly have control of is myself. So this is also making me think how recently, like, I had a lot of things happen in my outside, not in my life, home, work, people in my life. And I felt like I was losing control. And I have to remind myself, the one thing I can control is how I feel and how I deal with things and how I react. And I'm in charge of how I feel, and I choose to feel positive and happy because in the end, everything we want because we think it's going to make us feel good. So why are we just not making the choice to feel good and stop letting other people's decisions affect that. I'm doing it a little different this month. I also pulled or angel oracle cards. So this is Archangel Uriel. So this is the card. It says learning experience. So the way to work with these is I would encourage you to work with whatever archangel you get pulled, right? So if Uriel is coming forward for earth signs, Uriel is saying, hey, I would like to work with you. So in your meditation, in your prayer, you can say, hey, Uriel, I would like your help with A, B, C, and D. So I'm going to read you what Uriel is about. Learning experience. Take the time to review, study, and hone your knowledge before proceeding further. Just like the Four of Emotions, which is a card of patience, right? It's saying pause. Uriel, God's light, is the angel of light, brilliant like the sun, shedding light on anyone or anything that needs to be seen for understanding and spiritual growth. He comes to us when it's time for awareness and answers. He will shine his torch of light upon our life and help us weigh our options and obtain the facts in order to make the best decisions. Uriel is also the angel who comes to help us in education and higher learning so that we can be the best versions of ourselves. Okay, earth signs, that tracks. It is time to take inventory of your life, recognize where you are and how far you have come. Recognizing how far you've come is essential for the next stage of your evolution. Some situations and challenges have not worked out favorably for you, but this has led you to your gifts and ignited an inner determination. Your angels are here now to encourage you through this time of inquiry and learning so that you can reach a deeper state of awareness and initiate a great spiritual growth. If you've been wondering about a particular situation or challenge in your life, this message today is that this is an essential lesson that will lead to growth. You may feel you're in a funk or stuck at this time. Oh, weird. What did I say about the Four of Cups? Feeling like you're stuck. You are in the thick of it right now, and the clouds will soon part and the lighter will shine once more. Know that things do get better from here. In the meantime, call on your angels and invite them to shed light on any darkness so that you can be directed towards your highest good and truth. Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, that was for you. All right, water signs. We have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. For the month of November, your card is the Two of Material, aka the Two of Pentacles. So this card is all about balance, period. It's all about balance. That's what this season coming up, it's about being grounded, finding your center, and finding balance. I do want to point out the roses, how she's holding these roses. So if roses mean anything to anybody, the red flower, also she kind of looks like a ballerina. It's making me think of a dancer. But when I think of the red roses, you think of love. My mind goes to like self. It is romantic love, but that's not where my mind is going. It's going to this idea of like self love and making sure that we are taking care of ourselves and making sure that even though it's not our first nature, we have to have boundaries to take care of ourselves. This is your permission from now until infinity and beyond, now until the end of the year, now until holiday season, throughout the holidays, to remember that it is not your job to take care of everybody else. It is not your job to fix other people's problems. This message came through for Earth signs too, so it's definitely a collective message. This idea is like we do other people a disservice by not allowing them to fix their own shit and have their own journeys and deal with their own problems. You have to stop enabling people by mothering them, babying them, doing the work for them, taking care of them. And that gets worse as we go into the holiday season. And yes, you have a huge fucking heart. You see people who struggle in a time of need at the time of year that is the hardest for the most people, and you want to go above and beyond. We love that. We love that about you. You are a great person, but at the expense of yourself, at the expense of your own body falling apart, your own mind falling apart, you not receiving joy and love or reciprocation in the way that you deserve it. Absolutely not. It is about finding structure that works for you and a balance that works for you where you can still be who you are, which is a loving, caring, giving person without shitting on yourself and without worrying about other people's feelings. When you have a problem, you have a conflict with somebody, a lot of people don't want to say anything because they don't want to make it worse. Well, you're already miserable. So if you say something, there's a 50-50 chance that you won't be miserable anymore. But if you keep it like you are now, you're going to be fucking miserable. And wouldn't you rather, so let's say we have a problem. We're unhappy. We have a problem. We approach it. Problem solved. Cool. Things worked out. Or it doesn't work out, but at least then we know And then after a couple weeks, couple days, couple months, whatever, we're over it. Or you could just be fucking miserable forever. So it's your choice. Like either, so like think about it. Like think about it. You have 50-50 chance of being happy. And even if it doesn't work out the way that you want when you address the problem or the conflict, at least it's going to change and it's going to move. And then in the future, there's going to be a chance to move on. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's literally sirens in the background going off as I'm saying this. So, um, you know, finding, I feel like water signs, and I have a 40% water-based chart, so trust me, I know it is a constant battle to find that balance and to find that structure. And you just have to keep coming back to it. You keep having to remind yourself that your feelings matter, that, we are not what we do for other people. If you are the kind of person that gives to others because it's natural, yes, give other people because it's natural. But if there's guilt behind it, if there's pain behind it, if it's not coming from a good place, like it's just not for you. This card is about juggling responsibilities and being overwhelmed. Like you need to be more flexible in letting other people take care of you. You need to be open to change. You need to be open to things not being done the way that things are always done, right? Like find some grounding, find some footing. Like don't overwhelm or overdo or overgive in this season. Okay, I also pulled isn't that freaking hilarious? That I also pulled an oracle card. I had these turned upside down, so I didn't know what they were until I just pulled them. Charity. Acts of service. Okay, that's funny. So the way that you use archangel cards or work with archangels is if I said, what archangel wants to work with water signs for the month of November, and then I pulled Charity. And so you could say, hey, Charity, I would love if you would come and help me with this. So Charity, pillar of service, service with a gracious heart, and know God is serving you. It's just so funny. That's why I love oracle cards, because they literally confirm what we were just talking about doing things for other people. So Charity is part of the Holy Trinity of divine feminine angels, along with faith and hope. As the divine counterpart of Chamuel, I never say that right. She emanates from the energy of unconditional love and acceptance. Her presence and energy are all around her selfless service, as her name suggests, and she helps us recognize that through helping others, we can surmount any feelings of helplessness and fear. Charity encourages us to open our heart and give generously. When we serve generously without resentment or resistance, we create an aura that is magnetic to angels, and so miraculous solutions are delivered to us. What did I just say? And what did she say? Without resistance, without resentment. It's giving me very Enneagram 2 energy. This card brings the message that good things happen to good people. If you're feeling stuck or unsure, angels are inviting you to direct your energy towards service and reminding you that when you give, God, the universe, always gives back. Be there for others. Be there for the mission you feel called to carry out. Be there for those you love deeply, and you can experience love, connection, and support in return. It's important to be authentic in your giving and service, though. Don't give with the expectation of getting the same energy back. It says that, guys. Give in the knowledge that generosity is always paving the way to golden opportunities. There is a divine law of compensation unfolding in your life currently, and all your previous commitments and acts of service are creating opportunities for abundance and joy. Give, and God will give to you. Well, you know what? That's hilarious to me. And I'm going to let you guys just ponder on that angel message and how you can invite Charity in to help you work from a more heart-centered place and not a stressed out, over-giving place. Okay, lady, bye. All right, next up we have fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Your card for the month of November is the Two of Voices. This is also the Two of Swords. So when I see this card, what comes up for me is a battle of the head and the heart. So it's very much a card of indecision. Typically, when I pull this in readings, I pull two cards with it, and I pull like, what is the head energy? What is the heart energy? So I would actually encourage you, if you would like, to grab a deck, shuffle, and just say, okay, Spirit, or whoever you talk to, what's this battle between, like, give me a card for my head and what's my heart, and then pull one for each. So it's really a card about indecision. It's about, sometimes the energy around this is kind of like this. This is kind of reminding me of this message that came through for earth signs, where it's like the waiting, right? Because part of this is not knowing, and you're feeling like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. and it's about making choices. It's also about like, I want to say like listening to like your silent intuition and that part of your higher self that speaks to you when you let your head and your heart get out of the way. So um, air energy is thoughts, it's communication, it's the way that we think, it's the way that we speak, right? It's our ideas and systems. And when I'm seeing this card like this, it's feeling very much like almost that you're not even allowing yourself to sit into the heart space, but it's more like we're overthinking everything in our head space and we're going back and forth between two decisions in our mind. Like, okay, this or this, this or this or this. It doesn't feel like it's really like, oh, my heartstrings are pulling on me over here and the logic and reasoning is over here. It more just feels like you're kind of arguing with yourself in your head about two choices. And there's some stubbornness in there and this need to go and figure out and do, and it's like we're just like calm, chill, sit. If you do not calm and chill and sit, you cannot listen to what your actual higher self and your actual intuition is telling you. Intuition speaks to us in a soft, gentle, calm way. Does not speak to us in anxiety, does not speak to us in fear, it does not speak to us in go, 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 do, do, do. And I hate to break it to you, but the answers that you seek will not come unless you slow the fuck down and sit the fuck down. That's the way that it works. You cannot outrun your problems. You cannot outthink or burn down issues. You cannot push people out of the way. That's not how it works. You want answers, you find stillness. You want to hear spirit, you find stillness. You want to move past the problems, you find stillness. You want other people to listen to you, you find stillness. That is literally what spirit is saying. You find stillness and quietness in your body, in your mind, and then sit and listen. That is where the answers come for you. So this month is really about the pulling the energy out of the heads and the thoughts and this energy of like doing to receive the answers. It's less doing. The answers are going to come in the less doing and the less movement. I said this message in an earlier reading today. You don't harvest the shit after you plant the seed. You got to let it fucking grow. You cannot expect other people to move at your pace. Just because you are one place doesn't mean everybody else is there. Sometimes if you want people to hear you, you have to speak in a language that they can understand. If somebody is never getting it, or you're having the same experience over and over again with people in your life, you are the common denominator. You have to change the way that you approach the situation. I also pulled, just like I did for everybody else, a beautiful archangel card. And who did we get? We got Amethyst, Metamorphosis. Oh, she's pretty. Look at that card. So if you would like to work with an archangel this month, you can call upon Amethyst to work with you. It says you are a vortex of deep transformation. Surrender to the processes that's unfolding. Amethyst, sometimes called Holy Amethyst or Lady Amethyst, is an ascended angelic being, a divine female archangel connected to the energies of transformation and transmutation. She is a divine counterpart of I'm not saying things right today. Zadikel? Wow, suddenly can't I read? Sorry, guys. Zadkiel, the keeper of the violet flame. And for that reason, she has seen as the guardian of that energy or even a personification of it. The only documentation of her appearance in the New Age teachings from the 1980s onward. But she is well regarded and trusted by healers and psychics as an angel who is helping bring in the new golden age. Her sole mission is to help take us what challenged us and transform it into a mission to serve this earth. The best time to change is when change is happening around you. This is a powerful and enlightening moment in your journey, for you are in the process of deep transformation. There's a good chance that you're feeling some resistance to the changes occurring at this time. Maybe a part of you doesn't feel ready for them, or you don't fully understand the purpose of them. But you are being guided to trust the process and surrender to the shifts, for they are moving into the space of wholeness and healing. They're moving you. Change isn't a linear process. Sometimes it will feel as if you're taking one step forward and 3 steps back, but they're all essential and all hold the keys of learning. Energetically, you are like a caterpillar going to the, I don't know how to say that word. You guys know the word, the thing that the caterpillar goes in with the seed. And soon you will have the opportunity to emerge into a more aligned and aware state. If you try to fight the changes that are unfolding around you, you could delay your expansions. So relax. Angels are with you, leading you to real transformation. Oh, funny. It said relax. So go sit down and relax, fire signs. Have a great November, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Last but not least, we have air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. We got our only major arcana card this month, and it's the Hanged Muse, aka the Hanged Man. I feel like somebody got this in either like the Scorpio or the October or the Libra, one of the last major readings that we did. I don't remember if it was you guys or not, but this card has come up a lot this year for a lot of people, and it is a card that is saying pause, surrender, look at things from a different perspective. So we're very much, I'm literally hearing air signs like we are not in a place to move forward. We're not in a place making decisions. We're not like, or Mercury is getting ready to go retrograde again, and we just don't like to sign contracts during that time. But it just feels very much like this is not the time or the space to be trying to push things, to be trying to move things forward. Like it feels like you don't have the full perspective of things. You haven't seen things from other people's point of views. Like it could very much be like, I've decided I'm going to end this relationship. I'm sorry, you haven't even looked at things from other perspective. Have you gone to marriage counseling? Like, what are you talking about? It's like that kind of energy, right? Like, take a deep breath. Maybe, I don't know, stop thinking 25 different scenarios in your head and actually have a conversation with the people involved. And then you'll realize, oh, you're right. I never thought of it that way. Like very much. It's like you need to flip your perspective. There's a part of this card, like look at how she's floating through the air, right? And mind you, like she's put herself here. So it's about letting go. It's about just being in flow and trusting and like just like letting the universe move things for you. When you change your perspective and you see things from a different direction, you learn more. I'm thinking about how one of my good friends said to me when she was very anxious one day, she said, I need you to tell me what you don't like about me because I'm making up reasons in my head that you don't like me. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? I don't actually have a reason. It was really funny. But she needed to like see something from a different perspective to get out of her own head, right? And your air signs, you're really selling yourself short by not having conversations with people about things. You are, I said that at 2:22 on the clock. You make up so many fucking scenarios in your head and have these conversations back and forth with yourself. And you decide what other people think and what other people mean. You have no clue. You're literally assigning feelings and emotions and ideas and things to people without even talking to them about it. Like Spirit is literally like, you have so many wrong versions of so many situations and so many people because you won't get out of your own fucking head. And it's like you think that your thoughts and thinking this way and having your mind work the way that it does and keeping this shit up there, you think it's protecting you. And it's actually really holding you back from having really healthy, flowing relationships and a lot more peace and groundedness. And it's stopping you from letting like real love in because you are making assumptions about people, places, persons, things, all this shit that's not true. Like feelings are scary. I get it. But you can either be stuck in the way you are or you could talk about it. I just had this message come up for somebody else today. Collective message again. When you have a conflict and you're unhappy, if you say nothing, you stay unhappy. If you say something, there's a 50-50 chance that you get a good answer and you are happy. And then the other 50 chance, you're still unhappy, but at least you know, and then you could fucking move past it. And this idea, you have to get better. Spirit is like, stop taking less than what you want because you think that's better. Do not take breadcrumbs because you're like, I'm so desperate and hungry that I'm willing to take anything. I heard this great analogy one time, and it said something like, I hate fish and chips. We'll say that. I hate fish and chips. I do not like fish and chips. I don't like the way they smell. I don't like the texture. I don't like the way that I feel after I eat them. I just don't like anything about fish and chips. And I have no food in my house and I haven't eaten for a week. And somebody shows up and they have fish and chips. I'm going to fucking eat it. I don't have a choice. Your house is full of food. What are you doing? Why are you taking the fish and chips? What are you doing? Like that's how spirit says it. Like your house is full with a bunch of variety of you have junk food, you have pleasure food, you have food that you I have something in here that I can eat and hurt my tummy if I want to. I have something here that makes me feel good. Why are you taking this shit that you don't want? You actually and why don't you think you have a full house? Because you do have food in your house. And on that note, maybe you should make sure that you have food in your house. Make sure that you are taken care of. So then you're not taking the fish and chips when you don't fucking want the fish and chips, but you think it's your only option. It's not your only option. Fill your own cupboards. And then you can say no. I'm about to get really lectury. Did you guys hear my tone? Like they're annoyed, guys. And then Jophiel, I love her. This is your archangel to work with. So if you would like to work with Jophiel, you just call her in and say, like, I would love for you to work with me on A, B, C, and D. You even say, like, you know what? I don't really know what you can help me with, but I feel like you can help me, sis. So, I don't like the glare on her face. Sorry. Okay. Trust the unfolding. There is no wrong path, only choices that take you closer or further from love. Jophiel's name, the beauty of God, means the beauty of God, and she is an angel of light and grace, here to help us find beauty in life. She is mentioned in many mystical texts, including the Zohar, the central book of Kabbalah. Why can't I talk today? I know these words, guys, I promise. As a guardian of truth and is often considered a keeper of the Garden of Eden. As her name suggests, she is all about honoring beauty and finding beauty in things. With her connection to the Garden of Eden, she's associated with nature and best felt outdoors in nature. Your life is forever unfolding, constantly responding to your actions, choices, and even your non-actions. Right now, you are asking angels what you're supposed to do next, or asking God to show you the way forward, but you are giving off mixed signals. You have asked for one thing, but your actions are indicating something different. The angels need you to be consistent in order to help you on your way. To reach your maximum potential, you need to be clear about your intentions and actions. Know that no matter what choices you've made and actions you've had along the way, your life is unfolding as it needs. Angels and the divine aren't judging you because that's not their purpose and it's not within their makeup. They are here to love you, and by accepting even just a fraction of that love, you will unlock the power that will set you on your way. If you find yourself at a crossroad right now, ask yourself, what is going to bring me closer to love? Choose that. Then the angels will be able to guide you. Okay, my darling earth signs, go choose love. Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini.